From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we saw a mild day today with a little bit of some rain showers and mostly cloudy skies. We're now just seeing those temperatures back into the 40s, 47 degrees right now in Mason and Lansing, 46 in Charlotte and Jackson, and even down in Hillsdale. Over the next couple of hours, we will see those temperatures eventually cool down, but we're also going to stick with those cloudy skies and maybe a few showers here or there. Like I mentioned, we're going to continue to see those cloudy skies continue over the next 12 hours. Temperatures fall back down into the 40s to upper 30s. We could see a few showers up ahead. All the details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 5.
Police in Lansing are investigating a crash involving a school bus and an SUV. It's our top story today at 5. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. It happened around 3 o'clock this afternoon near Mount Hope and Maplewood Street in Lansing. Officials say the students were on their way home from Mount Hope School. Police say there were no injuries, but witnesses tell us the driver of the other vehicle involved was taken away by ambulance. The students have been moved to an alternate bus and are now being dropped off at their homes. Be sure to stay with 6 News. We'll have more on this situation and crash tonight on 6 News at 6. Well, there has been a major development in the manhunt for the person of interest in the brazen shooting death of the United Healthcare CEO. Law enforcement is now questioning a man in custody in Altoona, Pennsylvania, in connection with the murder. Tom Hansen is here for you with the latest on this investigation.
Authorities in Pennsylvania are questioning a person of interest in connection to the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
He matches the description of the identification we've been looking for.
The man, identified as 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, was arrested at an Altoona McDonald's Monday morning on firearms charges after an employee called in a tip. Officials say Mangione was carrying a ghost gun and a silencer.
Also recovered was a fraudulent New Jersey ID, matching the ID our suspect used to check into his New York City hostel before the shooting incident.
Officials have combed through thousands of hours of video since the targeted attack in front of a Midtown hotel last week, deploying drones, K9 units, and scuba divers in Central Park. Dive teams scoured a pond in the park looking for more evidence after finding a backpack they believe belonged to the shooter in the area, containing a jacket and Monopoly money. Police believe the shooter headed to the Port Authority's bus station near the George Washington Bridge after ditching the bike he used to flee the scene of the crime.
This investigation is still active and ongoing.
Police say they've recovered a handwritten 3-page document from the person in custody indicating he had some ill will towards corporate America. They're also scrubbing his social media accounts as the investigation continues. CBS News, New York.
Officials say Mangione was born and raised in Maryland and has ties to San Francisco. He attended college in Pennsylvania. His last known address, Honolulu, Hawaii. He has no prior arrest history in the city of New York. And be sure to stay with 6 News on air, online, and through our 6 News app and the CBS Evening News as we continue to bring you the very latest on this continuing story. Well, today marks the start of a nationwide raw milk testing campaign by the CDC. Scientists say it's to help detect the spread of bird flu in dairy cows and hopefully prevent the disease from passing over to humans. Our Nick Simon talked with dairy experts today about new risks that come with drinking raw milk, and he's here for you now with more.
Sherry, Michigan was the first state in the country to ban the sale of raw milk in stores. Since then, everything in the dairy aisle has gone through a pasteurization process that kills any diseases or bacteria. Social media and internet health trends have made raw milk popular again, right at a time when scientists are sounding the alarm about the risks to personal and public health. Bird flu was first detected in dairy cows in March this year, and live versions of the virus have been found in raw milk. It's one of the most feared diseases in the world, with a mortality rate of just over 50%. And the jump from birds to mammals worries scientists that humans might be next. So far, nobody has caught bird flu yet by drinking raw milk, but there have been cases among farm workers who work with it every day. The more people that drink infected milk, the more chances the virus has to spread to a person. If that happens, we could be looking at a virus that's 25 times more deadly than COVID-19. Dairy experts say drinking raw milk comes with other risks as well.
Raw milk is not something we should probably be consuming for those who choose to do so. We understand they feel that is their own personal right and choice. However, in an HPAI world and in a world where we often really need to think about food safety, it is best and quite frankly, the only way to consume it is after it has been pasteurized.
Scientists want to keep the risk of bird flu contained to states like Michigan, where it's already been detected. And that's led to a lot more security, testing, and regulations. When we come back at 6, I'll have a look at what that meant for Michigan farmers on the front lines.
Thank you, Nick. Well, families throughout the Mid-Michigan region are getting some holiday help. Starting today and running all week long, the Salvation Army is holding its annual Toys for Tots giveaway. And they're working with Marine volunteers to hand out toys and gift cards, as well as food to families in need to help make the holidays a little bit brighter.
Today we are helping these families figure out where they're going, checking them into their appointments, and then helping them take their toys to their cars.
So it takes a lot of volunteers to make this happen, and I am still in dire need of volunteers on Tuesday from 2:30 to 7:30, and I could still use some volunteers on Thursday from 2:30 to 7:30 and Friday from 12:30 to 5:30.
All right, that's the call to action. The Salvation Army's Toys for Tots Distribution Week, as you just heard, runs now through Friday. And since it is the season of giving, when you're out and about shopping, why not consider picking up something for a child in need? The annual Highfields Toy Drive is now underway, and we're looking for new unwrapped toys, books, or clothing, and we'll take anything for infants through 18-year-olds. You can drop off your donation right here at the WLNS TV6 studios in Lansing or at any participating Ford dealerships. You can do it anytime now through December 15th. The Highfields Toy Drive is just one more way that 6 News is here for you. And if you're out finding those holiday gifts, you're going to learn that it'll cost you a little less to reach your destination. Michigan drivers are paying an average of $2.94 a gallon for regular unleaded. That's the lowest the prices we've seen since January. Well, that's 13 cents less than this time last month and 22 cents cheaper than this time a year ago. A South Korea-based company recognized for its excellence in robotics and eco-friendly technologies for the food and beverage industry announced its expansion into the U.S. market thanks to support from the Lansing Economic Area Partnership and the Lansing Regional Smart Zone. Taean E&D is dedicated to creating advanced solutions in technology, including collaborative robotic solutions and ultrasonic electric deep fryers. It's located at the East Lansing Technology Innovation Center. That's a business incubator that provides vital resources for technology startups in the Lansing region. Officials there say they're looking forward to watching Taean grow its footprint and investment in Michigan.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we had some nice weather over the weekend, just enough for us to put up some holiday night lights. And here's our holiday night lights for today. This is sent in from Brian Corwin from Holt, and you can see it's beautiful pictures overall for the night for tonight. Now we're going to continue to see some quiet weather in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow, but then cooler weather works its way in. And if you want your holiday lights featured on our show, send them into WLNS.com/holiday lights. Now we're going to continue on into our Skyview network, and we're seeing beautiful conditions into some of McLaren, seeing that cotton candy sky tonight, and we're going to continue to see a little bit of some sunset colors across our capital cam. Other than that, we see temperatures still into the 40s, 47 degrees, but a little bit of a wind making us feel like 43 degrees. Overall right now, beautiful sunset even into Grand Ledge, 47 degrees, making it feel like 45 degrees. We did have a max wind of about 22 degrees. Overall, another beautiful night over in Hillsdale, 47 degrees, feeling like 47 degrees. And we're also seeing those clouds slowly starting to move back in, but we're going to see some dry weather associated with that throughout the next couple of hours and even into tomorrow. Zooming out though, this is our next weather system that will be bringing some cooler air and yes, the lake effect snow back into our area. But for tonight, we're going to stay dry with mostly cloudy skies, maybe a few sprinkles here or there, but I think mostly dry conditions are in the forecast. Same with tomorrow. It's going to be another mild day with temperatures back into the 40s, maybe the upper 30s, but still above average for this time of year. Let's take a look at our precision cast for tonight. We might see a little bit bit of some showers, very light showers, if anything, from 10 o'clock maybe into midnight. But again, as we head into the day tomorrow, we're going to see very dry conditions. Again, maybe just a few sprinkles here or there, but mostly dry for the day on Tuesday. It isn't until we start to head into Wednesday that we're going to start to see this pattern start to change. In fact, that's why we do have a winter storm watch for Tuesday evening into Thursday evening for mainly just Barry County, and as you get closer to the lakes, that's for those heavy snowstorms possible, or heavy snow and strong wind gusts and hazardous travel possible. As we can see, as we have that cold front move in, we're going to introduce some colder air on warm water, and that's going to initiate some lake effect snow. Some of that could make it into some of the Lansing area for Wednesday and even into Thursday, but the majority of this is going to stay off to our east or to our west. So again, we're going to continue to see those colder temperatures moving into the area coming up in just a little bit. And we're also going to see those temperatures back down into the teens, with our feels-like temperatures back into the single digits for Thursday. So it's going to be a cool one on Thursday, but we're going to be back into the 30s by the weekend and even into the 40s with some rain and snow showers back into the beginning of next week.
Today it felt a lot like spring.
Honestly, it did. And a lot of people are saying that they are starting to see maybe a little bit of some of those tulips budding at from there. Yeah.
Well, I saw a robin out.
Oh.
Too early for that.
Yeah, a little bit too early. Wrong season.
Thanks, Kelsey. 6 News is continuing another holiday tradition this year, and we need your help. We'd like to recognize remarkable women here in Mid-Michigan who make a difference for their families and the greater community. To make a submission, just click on the Remarkable Women section of our website, WLNS.com, and tell us all about the remarkable woman in your life. We'll pick 4 women and profile them during Women's History Month coming up in March. You have until December 20th to nominate someone.